Good morning, everybody. Well, the fallout turmoil from Charlottesville is still escalating, and I am seeing a lot of ignorance and emotional delusions out there. And I gotta express how I feel here. I'm seeing memes around out there that are telling people to punch a Nazi. You know, these are people that saying they're against hate and violence by using hate and violence. Well, they don't like Nazis, and so they're going to go punch them out, which makes them just as bad in many ways to the Nazis. I disagree with the Nazi alt-right white supremacist ideas. I do disagree with them. I think they are wrong. They need to open up their minds. They need to get educated. However, I am looking at this at a different perspective than everybody else. I look at this as a group of people. These are U.S. citizens, and they have rights guaranteed under the Constitution, that they have the right to assemble. They have the right to express themselves, just like you, just like me. Now, there are people out there that are saying that because these people don't agree with them, then those people over there should not be allowed to speak. That is a violation of freedom of speech. Now, there was another group involved, there's other two groups involved in Charlottesville, and it disgusts me to admit this. President Trump is right on that aspect. The other two groups are Black Lives Matter and Antifa. The statue that was taken down in Durham, North Carolina, that was Antifa. Okay, so these people are not wonderful, peaceful people. Antifa did not get a license. They did not get the permits. They didn't pay any of the fees that the alt-right did. They collected en masse and went out to disrupt. Now, I watched a video where it appears that the alt-right, Unite the Right Nazi group that everybody's blaming everything on was walking down the street. They were in the middle of the street. They were staying in formation. It was the Antifa that was out yelling at them and attacked them. Now, if that is true, then that means that all of the violence is Antifa's fault. Antifa means anti-fascist, but they are actually a pro-communist leaning group. I have a collection of images I'll show you, and those are Russian sickles. Not very American, huh? we have to consider our ethics in this. How we handle something reflects upon ourselves. Now, I dislike what the Nazis stand for, but as citizens, they have rights, and we have to respect their rights. And that's the way it is. Now, people are saying, no, they are Nazis. They don't deserve it. Fine. Well, if you are in any way, shape, or form a minority group, in any form of minority group, this is what you're saying, that the majority has the right to punch you out because you're of a minority group. They, the majority, don't agree with you. The United States is a republic for a reason. Majority rules, yes, but minority rights are protected. Let me say it again. Minority rights are protected. Alt-right, neo-Nazis, they are a minority, and their rights are protected. If you are part of the LGBT community, your rights are protected. If you are part of Black Lives Matter, your rights are protected, just like theirs. If you are demanding that they can't speak, that their rights should be removed, then your rights need to be removed just the same. Does that anger you? Well, that is the hypocrisy that many of you are taking. Punch a Nazi? Well, that'd be just as great as telling the Christians that since they don't like Muslims, punch a Muslim. It'd be just like them being able to say, oh, go punch a Satanist. Okay? You have to treat the laws with respect. They are there for a reason. They are there to protect everybody. That's just the way it is. So if you are so angry that you cannot think straight, remove yourself from the game. All right? Because if you are going to demand that you can punch a Nazi because you disagree with them, then you better stand in line and let a Christian punch you if you are a Jew, a pagan, a Muslim. If you are a part of the LGBT community, the majority are Christians, and they think that you're an abomination. You need to be able to stand there and get punched out. You cannot speak up against it because you are demanding that the majority can take away the rights of the minority. That is what so many of you are telling them. You're setting a dangerous precedent here by allowing this. I have seen so many people that attended the neo-Nazi march, the alt-right march. And they are saying, do you know this person? Are you their employer? They're trying to get people fired. But what happens if somebody did that to you? Would you be happy? I mean, we all don't agree on everything. So what if you are attending a pagan pride event? Oh, that person's a pagan. Fire him. What if you handle a LGBT gay pride event? Oh, that person's gay. Fire him. No, we wouldn't want that, would we? But that is exactly what so many of you have supported. So stop acting in haste and in anger. Stop and think. Why don't you read what the Constitution says, what is acceptable under the law, and follow it. We have to learn to respect other people's legal rights. We can't just go and say, I disagree with them, shut them down. No platforming is wrong. This is a vile situation that we're in, and only calm minds are going to make this better. And speaking of that, I have also dealt with a lot of people that are so angry that they're refusing to talk. Oh, it's a waste of time to talk to a neo-Nazi. You got to try. You got to put the effort out there. By saying that they refuse to talk, that means that they're no platforming the situation as well, and no platforming it either way. But unfortunately, closed minds, open mouth. These people are saying that they refuse to talk to neo-Nazis, but yet they're going to continue to spew the rhetoric against them. And you can be opposed to their ideals, but you got to defend their legal rights. So everybody, take time to think about what I said. Be at peace.